Good morning, everyone. I'm grateful to be here on this beautiful day. At least we get a little relief here today with some wind blowing as opposed to this hot air that we've been used to for the last several days. We're here for the ribbon cutting of this beautiful tot lot that we built here, and it was done not only based on the desire to be able to continue to improve Whitmere's parks and playgrounds, but also to ensure that the parents who have a desire to bring their children out to enjoy the slides and all those things and the wonderful stuff that we all did when we were kids, that they have that opportunity to do that now. This project is something that we had envisioned because we saw what was here before and we wanted to replace it. And so we spent approximately $75,000 of district funds to build this new tot lot. And it took about 10 months to complete, but considering that we're in the spring and almost near the summer, our children will have a wonderful place to be able to go and stretch out and play on this state-of-the-art tot lot. I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank those who were involved. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the parish president, but more so my friend, who's always the glue and make things happen for us, as well as all of us in Jefferson Parish, and that's Steve LeShoot. Stand up, Steve. Just want to tell you how much we appreciate you, and thank you for coming out to represent the parish. But also, what we have here are capable people who work for the parish, who've worked very, very hard to ensure that this happens. And so I like to always pay respect to all of those who give their time and efforts to supporting us with these endeavors. I'd like to thank the contractor, Horn Enterprises. They've done some pretty good job for us for our tot lots. The construction engineer, Tanya Hahn, Mario in the recreation department. But I'd like to also, give a shout out to Leo and Buzz and all the capable people who are part of your staff and all of you all who come and help us. I just can't thank you all enough for your dedication. So I know I always do at these events, but I have to because it's the right thing to do. And then also, I like to also always thank our good folks in general services who also always make things happen for us and put us in a positive light. And Danielle, I think, she doesn't like me to thank her, but I got to give Danielle a shout out for all of the hard work. Rena Walker is here. Thanks for coming, Rena. Rena is the center manager. And Rena, I'm sure that that the participation back here, additional participation back here is something that you want. So we'll continue to do whatever we have to do to make sure that you get the resources you need at the community center. I'd like to also thank my staff who are here for their hard work and for their diligence every day in making sure that the things that the goals that we set are completed. I'd like to thank my chief of staff, Pam, my council aide, Calvin, and Trevor, who's also one of our diligent staff members. And so I think I've run out of people to thank. So without further ado, thank you, Rashid, for also always covering us and making sure the community knows what we're doing. But I'd like to thank you all for coming out.
Thank you.
It's not often that we always get community people to come out to our ribbon cutting events, but y'all gonna come up with me and be a part of that ribbon cutting, okay? So thank y'all so much, and next we'll cut the ribbon.
1, 2, and 3.
Welcome everyone to the long overdue ribbon cutting for our beautiful tot lot. I am so happy to be here. We've had certainly many opportunities to spend time with the good people here of Old Harvey. And but it's always a pleasure because, as I always say, I practically grew up here by my relatives' homes and the divinities and and the Crabs and the Jenkins and all of my family members. And I don't want to, and some I don't want to omit, so I apologize that I'm not mentioning those names. But it's near and dear to me. And so to be here and in such a quick order, I'm happy because you all are here and you all are happy. And that's important to us. This tot lot cost us about $75,000 to build. The flooring is state-of-the-art equipment to prevent injuries for our children. And for those who are not children who decide to get on the slides and do those things. Yeah, right. and so we want to make sure that when we are building these type of playground facilities for the tots, that it's safe and that it's durable and it'll be around for a long time. And so that's why we appropriate the money to do so. I'd like to, at this time, also thank everyone who's come out today, because what makes it special to me is that on the short notice you all are here. And you all are here because you care about the community. I like to take this opportunity to let's give a round of applause to the association. To the hard work that they do, and their communication is better than just about any that I've seen in my district, whereas when there's a message that has to get out, it gets out. And people know, and they know that this association is looking out for their best interests. We always, when we have these events, we cannot forget about the people who help us to do this and make our lives better. They ensure that these type of productions are always done in a first-rate manner, and that when it is publicized, it's done so whereas it's accentuating the positiveness and the beauty of the events. And so, just by the way, our cameraman here, you all will probably be seeing yourselves on the Jefferson Parish website and our website. So I want to make sure that you take a picture and video everybody here, okay? Do that for me. But I'd be remiss not to, I'll be remiss not to have my dear friend to come up and say a few words, and that's Pastor Ricky Johnson. Come on up, Pastor and school board member. And Civic Association member.
On today, I'm well pleased at what I see, but I want to thank my good friend Byron Lee. As he began to mention some of his relatives' names, he also had some friends by the last name of Pates, which was my next door neighbor, and that's where I met Byron at. I think he might have been 8. I was 10 years old, so that's been a long time ago. But it makes me feel so good. Wherever I go, he recognized me, and he always gives me a chance to say a word. But on today, it's really a pleasure to be talking to the people that I wanted to say grew up with. But there's some back that I grew up with, Jack and a couple of those, but some I grew up under. And when you grew up under people and they point you in the right direction, that means so much. So on today, we have something beautiful for our young kids to play on, and that's all we want to do. Try to make things better for Jefferson Parish the best we can, especially in the Harvey area. And I must say this, Harvey seems to be looked over a lot, but on today, I can say we're not being looked over. We're being blessed, and we thanks for the blessing. Sometimes it's and where I grew up under older people. If my daddy was alive right now, he'd be 105. And it's better late than never. Amen? Amen. So, Councilman Lee, we want to thank you so much for your effort in getting this done for us. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you.
Also, we're doubly excited because if you look to my right, look at the beautiful track that we built. Look at the track. I mean, we're talking about world-class track here in Harvey. We decided that despite the challenges that has existed with COVID, as well as with 2 hurricanes and a tornado, that we still had works to do, and that we will work through it. Sometimes it was difficult because the amount of time it takes to get basic things now is taking, in many cases, months longer, where we at one time we could get things in a day or a week, and now it's taking months and almost years to be able to get the type of things that we need to be able to make improvements throughout the district. And as you all know, I represent both the East Bank and the West Bank. And so, but we're working through it. I have a very diligent staff and a hard-working staff that's always pushing the envelope to ensure that those things that we stand behind are going to get done. The other day at the Civic Association meeting, we had a conversation about the new park that we're going to be building in the front. And for you all who drive on Brown Street and you see the depiction of what we'll be building, that's going to be a labor of love to this community because it deserves it. And no longer should this community be plagued with the idea that there's not room for growth. No longer should the idea in this community that your property value should be lower than anyone else. And so new houses, new smart homes, we are putting new computers in the community center for this community for those who do not have access to computers at home. So you will be able to go to the community center. Over there, we're putting in 5 computers over there. So for whatever your needs may be, you can go there. If you lack internet or lack a computer. And so we're doing that, and that was our plan. We decided to do this back in 2020, but of course, COVID ravaged our communities. And so we're getting back to many of the things that we had committed to do. And so that's just one of the things, because we know that everybody is not equal. We know everybody does not have access, and so we want to make sure that we create things and opportunities so where our children or adults who are in need of access to information get that, okay? I would like to also take this opportunity for a member of the Civic Association to please come up and say a few words. Come on, Nicole.
Oh, please. I would like to take this moment to thank everybody for coming here and participating on our baby's new lock. And I would like to thank Councilman Byron Lee. He's a man of his word. He said he was coming out here to do it. He came out here and he did it. And we're so very proud, and we're thanking you for everything that you have helped this community and this park with the growth and the upcoming promises of future things that you have planned for our community, because we love our old Harvard community. And we stand in unity, y'all, and in love. And it's about time, but we thank you. Like Pastor Ricky said, better late than never. So we just thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, Nicole. I would like to thank my staff members who are here. Please show wave of hands. Thank y'all for y'all hard work and your commitment. Last thing I will say is that we're not through. We're not through. Every conceivable way. I stated this at the community meeting. Sometimes I ride back here because I want to see what's going on. And I don't necessarily stop and talk to people, but I want to know what improvements we can make. Now, one of the things that's on the horizon for us, and I talked about this when I was running, and I talked about it at my inauguration speech. My goal is to take the sewer treatment plant from out of this neighborhood. And I'm committed to that, and I'm going to continue to do that. So to me, it's an infamy to have a sewer treatment plant by this park as well as the other park. And so I believe with the resources that we have as a parish, we'll be able to work through it. But I want to be able to make this community the type of community that people can be proud of and want to buy homes and raise their families and send their children to schools that are nearby. I'd like to take this opportunity to point out our recreation. Folks, y'all stand up, please, wave your hand. Everybody who's here. And our general services people, they're in the trucks over there. Yeah, we gotta give our people a round of applause because they work hard every day. And here's what you all don't know. When that hurricane came, the last hurricane we had, it was those guys there that was out on the forefront fighting for all of us in this parish. They were the ones who were making sure that people had all of the water that they needed and protected their homes and protected the neighborhoods. And so I just want to give them credit for all that they do. I want to thank also my recreation folks back there, the center director. I want to thank Jack. I don't want to miss anybody. Come on. Come on. Right? When they call me, we react. Whatever they need, we react. I grew up playing recreation sports in Jefferson Parish. And we used to come and compete against Harvey. I played for Mac. And we would come and we used to beat them all the time. I want to Jack knows that.
Don't turn on us, Jack.
I'm just messing around. That's a running joke with me and Jack. Yeah. But yeah. But I just we have to pay homage to the people who are here who take care of our children. And if Coach Chancellor was here, there's not enough that I could ever do. Coach London, Curtis London, Scott, there's not enough I could do or say for those people who committed themselves to that. So without further ado, I want to also thank the administration, parish president, and all of the people whom help us within the administration for assisting us with this and all the other things that we do. So without further ado, Danielle, we ready to cut the ribbon?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all come on up. Y'all come on.
1, 2, and 3.